been pretty crazy. What were those in the court this time?
GT cut fours. Nike plugged them up for me, so trying them out for shoot around and then in the game tomorrow.
How cool is that to debut in a month?
Yeah, very cool. Thankful that Nike gave me that opportunity to do something cool like that and just debut a really cool shoe.
Is there a signature on the way maybe at some point?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe.
Paige, you mentioned how you've been dealing with patellar tendonitis since you were in high school. It's actually something that I'm dealing with and going to PT for right now. What advice do you have for someone who's young going through an injury like that?
Yeah, it's tough because it's something you're always going to probably have to manage between resting and recovering. For me, doing a lot of quad work, a lot of activation work to get my tendon ready for the load. Then like recovery after, manual recovery, stretching, rolling out, I think helps a lot. It's usually the things around it that make it hurt. So like your hips, make sure those are aligned, your quad, your calf, like your whole body works together. That's why Pilates has been huge for me as well. But yeah, I guess all those things combined.
And then I'm constantly inspired by your faith and how important that is to you. How would you describe your relationship with God and how that helps you?
Yeah, it's just like freeing and just the relationship is strong in the sense of like you just give your whole life to Him. You live for His purpose and you just ask for guidance and wisdom before you wake up each morning to live out what His purpose is for your life. And I feel like basketball is kind of my mission in spreading the great news of Jesus Christ and like just positivity, peace, joy, happiness, passion through the game of basketball and try to give with what I've been given. I feel like I've been extremely blessed in this life, so just trying to share that as much as I can and how much my faith has helped me.
It's been like working with Nafisa and Stewie in person. We saw that Nafisa she went one-on-one today.
It's been really fun. Obviously, there's the UConn pipeline connection that you just have a bond in the sisterhood that remains. So to be able to be around them, just learn, soak up this experience, enjoy it, getting to know them on and off the court. Gabby's been one too that I've been getting to know really well. And then just everybody, non-UConn players as well. Just there's so many amazing players here and amazing women that I can just learn so much from.
How did you feel like being your teammates with your movie?
Yeah, no, Lee's my dog. That's my bestie. Yeah, she's just extremely fun to be around. She just has a light and a positive joy to her. And she's just a really smart basketball player. So it's been fun to get to like build a chemistry with her on and off the court. I know she had some trauma of the roller coasters, but other than that, we've been on the same page pretty much.
How did you develop your relationship between each other in such a short time?
I think our personalities just mesh pretty well, and we just get along, and we always just love to laugh, joke around, but also on the court we have like a seriousness about us. So I think it was honestly just a perfect match.
Who had the idea putting the Chinese music in the locker room?
I think it was Maisha's idea to hype Lee up before the game.
How do you feel about that song?
Good. It hyped me up too.
Paige, I think it's fair to say that you have one of the best nicknames in the league. Aside from Paige Bueckers, are there any other nicknames that you've heard or someone has given you that you wish kind of stuck with you a little bit more?
No, I don't really have any fun nicknames other than that.
Hey Paige, besides yourself, who would you say has the best shoe game in the league?
Best shoe game in the league? I'm probably going to have to go with my teammate Enrique.
And how does it feel to be playing your first All-Star game as a rookie?
Yeah, it's super crazy to think about like my whole life journey up to this point and being the little girl that looked up to the Minnesota Lynx and being like just wanting to be everything that they were. And now I'm being coached by Cheryl in the All-Star Game. I'm playing with the best players in the world. So it's just a crazy experience. I'm extremely thankful for it. I just never want to take it for granted, what I get to do here and being a part of this, so I'm just trying to enjoy it as much as I can.
What's been the biggest challenge adjusting from the college game and going right into a professional season?
I think finding the mix of I always love to put extra work in and try to do stuff outside of practice time, but also knowing coming off of the season that we just had in college, finding the balance between rest, recovery, and also getting the work into where I feel prepared enough to play. So finding the balance in that.
Sabrina was the first player who was like a household name at a college level that wasn't like a UConn or from a blue blood school. Do you remember, like, did you look up to her, like, when you were in high school, and, like, what are your memories of, like, how impactful she was at the college level?
Yeah, definitely. Sab was just amazing, like you said, iconic player, household name, but just her competitive fire, I think, is what drew people to her, and how much that, it was just really fun to watch that Oregon team as well. I know her, Satu, and the whole team, they just played a really fun brand of basketball. But yeah, I think I just remember her also as well against the USA team. That was something that I really remember when I was growing up watching that. So that was really cool.
Is there anything that you tried to like replicate from her game and try to like put into your game?
I mean, I just admire her game, like her competitive fire, and obviously her shooting is great. But I think she does so many other things that contribute to her basketball. So I definitely admire that.
Did you watch the 2023 three-point contest when she like went off and set a record for NBA and WNBA?
Yeah, I did. I think, and she did really well against Steph too.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat Steph, but she gave him a good battle, so I'm excited to watch her.
Hi Paige, there's a girl from the Philippines, her name is Steph. She's 14, she wants to someday play in the W. Any advice you want to give her as she pursues her dream?
Yeah, I mean, just continue to work hard. Everybody starts at the same level of being the little girl who dreams of being there. And it's like through hard work, determination, faith, sacrifice, and just always remember to have fun. That's why we always play the game along the way. Just enjoy the journey, the ups and downs to it, and just continue to stay dedicated. When you find something that you love doing that much, just enjoy every single time you do it.
Paige, related to that, what would you as a little girl have been thinking when you're out on the court practicing at All-Star? Was this a dream of yours? Was this on the list for you?
Definitely. Well, I actually didn't even know to dream that big. I just kind of started small with like wanting to win state, wanting to play for Team USA, wanting to go to UConn, and then just, I mean, I couldn't even imagine my younger self being where I am right now, which is why I'm just trying to enjoy it as much as I can and be present in it, because you just don't really know what you're doing until you like kind of reflect on it, because you're so busy living in the moment and you don't really just enjoy everything that's happening. So as much as I can, I'm trying to make that little girl proud and enjoy where I am.
And just related to that little girl obviously grows up looking at Fee as a role model. What is it like to be on the same court with Fee now and have that experience?
Yeah, I mean, Fee's one of my favorite people to be around, just because her demeanor, her just attitude about everything about life, the way she goes about basketball, about her business on and off the floor. She's just a strong woman that I admire, and it's been really fun. I'd much rather share the court with her every single time that the ball gets tipped up, so I'm enjoying that.
Hey, just a quick one. Who would you say is the best dressed?
Best dressed? There's a ton. There's so many different like styles that like there's like categories in which, but I enjoy my teammate Enrique's style. Skylar Diggins is really cool. KP's been putting it on. I think Stewie. Angel, I like her style as well. I mean, I like a lot of people's styles.
How do you think yesterday's meeting went?
Not well. I think it was great for us to show as a collective, like as players, how important that meeting was to us. It was like over 40 people in that room, and that was like, I mean, historic for CBA negotiations. But I don't think, there definitely wasn't a point where we agreed and we're coming to meet sides. I think there's a lot more that we want as players and that we're going to try to demand. And we don't want to sound ungrateful for all the stuff that the WNBA provides, but we think as much as we sacrifice our bodies, our minds, our time, our effort, we just feel like we play a huge part in this as well, and we feel like we should be rewarded for that, and we feel like there's some things that we deserve as players who are a huge part of this league. I think there's a long way to go in the negotiations, and I hope we find and get what we deserve. But until then, we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep showing up in rooms. We're going to keep talking to the media and emphasizing the fact that what they proposed was not enough, and it was kind of disrespectful in a sense. So continue to show up for each other, fight for each other, fight for what we earn and deserve. It's going to continue to be the battle.
Terry said that this is the